that's why a lot of assets now are being transferred on the blockchain. Your death certificate registration is also being transferred here. Why? Because death certificate के लिए बहुत सारे frauds होते हैं. मैं मरूंगा नहीं लेकिन मेरा डेथ सर्टिफिकेट रजिस्टर हो जाएगा और इंश्योरेंस के लिए क्लेम चला जाएगा. Okay, so that's why this technology is being applied in a lot of places. How does it work? I've already told you. Imagine, okay, you have to issue a transaction. Suppose you have to message a friend. I'll just give you a very brief description about how blockchain works. So suppose you have to send a message to a friend. आपके अपने दोस्त को एक मैसेज देना है. कैसे दोगे? How would you send a message to your friend? We all use WhatsApp, guys. Yes, no. हम लोग WhatsApp यूज करते हैं. Correct. So what we will do? हम लोग WhatsApp कर देंगे अपने फ्रेंड को. That fellow will not come. और वो बोलेगा मेरे को तो मैसेज मिला ही नहीं. तब हम क्या बोलेंगे? ये देख WhatsApp मैंने किया है, मेरे पे ब्लू टिक भी आया, तूने रीड किया है. But what if that fellow has some connection in Facebook, has some connection in WhatsApp? वो वहां से मैसेज डिलीट करवा देगा सर्वर को से. फिर क्या करोगे? कुछ कर सकते हो? Can you do anything about it then? If he has connections with Facebook and he deletes those messages from the Facebook servers, you can't do anything. That's what happens every day. So many things are deleted off YouTube. You don't have any control. You can't say anything. So many data sets, your images, your details from Facebook, from Yahoo are given away to the public. Can we do anything? No. So what we do, we have this system. We have this system. Okay, ये system है हमारे सामने. What the system does is, instead of me sending that message to my friend, so suppose I have a friend Rahul, I want him to reach at a particular time somewhere, तो मैं उसको personally नहीं भेजूंगा. मैं पूरे दुनिया के सामने उसको बोलूंगा बॉस तेरे को यहाँ पे इतने बजे आना है. Suppose he does not turn up, then what is going to happen? पूरी दुनिया रहेगी मेरे सपोर्ट में. That हाँ बॉस इसने बोला था, इसने आपको बोला था इतने बजे यहाँ पहुंचना है. Right? That's what blockchain is. You write a transaction, okay? You send a transaction. You send it where? You announce it in the world. पूरी दुनिया को announce कर रहे हो कि बॉस ये transaction है. कैसे announce कर रहे हो? Through the internet, through the Bitcoin blockchain or any other blockchain that you use. Second, that transaction is picked up and it is validated by people. तो ऐसे ही आप announce कर दोगे और काम हो जाएगा नहीं. It is supposed to be validated. How many people are going to validate it? Millions will check it. और वो मिलियन में से कुछ लोग ऐसे होंगे जो बोलेंगे exactly these people who are checking it, they are called as miner. अब कोई फ्री में फोकट में तो ये काम करेगा नहीं. अगर मैं आप लोग को बोलूं you all are 160 people here, everyone has to do a particular task. मैं इनफैक्ट मैं क्वेश्चन भी पूछ रहा हूँ, सब लोग मुझे रिप्लाई भी नहीं कर रहे. Why? Because you're not getting out of anything out of it probably. इंटरेस्ट नहीं आ रहा है, मजा नहीं आ रहा है, whatever XYZ. Correct? Similarly, these miners have to perform difficult calculations. बहुत सारे calculation इनको perform करने पड़ते हैं. They're not going to do it for free. That's where the cryptocurrency part comes in. Technically, for any blockchain, three aspects are very important. The network, जो connection होता है peer to peer, direct connection, no intermediaries. Second is the consensus algorithm. ये जो सब लोग agree करते हैं that हाँ प्रणव ने बोला है राहुल को यहाँ इतने बजे आने का, वो consensus है. Okay, and the third part is the people who are verifying everything. Okay, encryption and this verification. So these critical intricate things are there which are responsible for entire blockchain to function. Smart contracts is like the second version of the blockchain. A basic blockchain is this, that you have transactions being shot out. आप transaction write कर रहे हो, announce कर रहे हो, वो सब verify कर रहे हैं माइनर लोग. जितने माइनर्स है वो उसको वेरीफाई कर रहे हैं. अच्छा, वेरीफाई करने का क्या फायदा होगा? वेरीफाई करने का ये फायदा होगा. सी देयर इज समथिंग कॉल्ड एज अ ब्लॉक रिवॉर्ड. आपने अगर एक ब्लॉक वेरीफाई किया फॉर बिटकॉइन, यू गेट दिस रिवॉर्ड 6.25 बिटकॉइन. Till last month, in fact till 12th of this month, this reward was 12.5 Bitcoin. Now it has halved and it will keep on halving after every 210,000 block. Why is this happening? Deflationary action. When it halves, the price goes up. Okay, so it maintains its value. तो value पे ये रहता है, हमेशा उसी value पे रहता है. ठीक है? So the miners, exactly, limited Bitcoin. So the miners verify your transactions. Once they are verified, the miners will also announce. Suppose मैं miner हूँ, मैंने verify कर लिया transaction, तो मैं announce करूंगा दुनिया को, boss, मैंने verify कर लिया है. बाकी दुनिया चुपचाप सुनेगी क्या? नहीं. They will require some proof. And that is what is called as a proof of work. तो मैं उनको बोल दूंगा ये मेरा proof of work है, मेरा काम आप एक बार चेक कर लो और जो भी रिवॉर्ड है वो मेरे को आप अलाउ करो, मैं नेटवर्क से ले लूं. Once all the miners agree that okay, this fellow is the person who has verified it correctly, I can then collect the reward and the block is added to the chain. So you can see here the block is added to the chain and then the transactions are published. So you can imagine how intricate this the flow is, but technically it's very simple. It's very simple. What kind of calculations? Technically, these calculations are called as proof of work for Bitcoin. सबका अलग अलग है. Yeah, it is the calculation of the nulls. So they try running an algorithm wherein they keep hashing, and they generate a certain number of zeros in this hash. तो अगर आप ये first value देखोगे hash में, इसमें कुछ number of zeros होते हैं. तो ये zeros लाने के लिए हमको एक number चाहिए होता है. वो number होता है nulls, ये वाला. तो ये number ढूंढने के लिए उनको बहुत time लगता है. They take a lot of time. So that's what is the proof of work. Okay, hash is nothing but a way of encrypting your message. So here specifically, hashing is a way in which see, students are generally masters of cryptography. हम एग्जाम रूम में जाते हैं, स्टूडेंट्स सबसे बड़े मास्टर होते हैं क्रिप्टोग्राफी के. इतना एन्क्रिप्शन, मतलब एक बार खसी किया तो कौन सा ऑप्शन है, फिर ऐसे ऐसे करके सारे ऑप्शन बाहर आते हैं, फिर ऐसे करके फर्स्ट आंसर और सब बाहर आ जाता है. Right? So students are masters of encryption. That's what I feel and what I say. Hashing is another type of encryption. So what happens is you input something and वो कुछ तो alphabets keys कुछ देता है, output देता है. अलग अलग hashing functions है. If I change even one dot, in fact even if I change one letter from small to capital or capital to small, पूरा number change हो जाएगा. And वो ढूंढने के लिए इतना टाइम लगता है उनको. Nulls value should be below difficulty level. Yes. So nulls and difficulty they vary. Now what is difficulty basically? Bitcoin के अंदर एक टाइम लिमिट सेट किया है. हर 10 मिनट में एक ब्लॉक आना चाहिए. बट कभी कभी ज्यादा हो जाता है, कभी कभी कम हो जाता है. तो जब कम हो जाता है, नेटवर्क देखता है कि हाँ भाई टाइम कम हो रहा है, तो वो नल्स ढूंढना और डिफिकल्ट बना देता है. And when the time is coming out late, the block is coming out late, the difficulty falls down and your nulls is found out in a lesser time duration. Can you explain again in short? Yes, I definitely will. Technically, what happens again, the entire blockchain transaction in a quick recap. A person issues a transaction. Suppose I am sending something, some message or something to someone. I will issue a transaction. Transaction will go online. Online जो pool है उसमें जाके बैठ जाएगा. From there, miner will pick the transactions of their choice. So obviously जिसमें ज़्यादा fees मुझे मिलेगा मैं वो transaction लूँगा. I want more money because I am performing some task. So मैं वो transaction सब लेके एक डब्बा बना दूंगा, एक ब्लॉक बना दूंगा. वो ब्लॉक के ऊपर मैं hashing run करूंगा. Hashing run करने से मुझे एक key मिलेगी. One key that I'll get. This is the key that I'm talking about. This hash key. Okay, I'll get this key. But the network will not allow me to add that block unless the key has some specific number of zeros. और वो जीरो कैसे लाना है, वो nuns add करके लाना है. तो nuns add कैसे करेंगे, पहले 1 डालेंगे, फिर 2 डालेंगे, फिर 3 डालेंगे. You have to do the operation repeatedly. ये बार बार करके आपको hashing चेक करना है. नंबर चेंज करो, hash करो, नंबर चेंज करो, hash करो, नंबर चेंज करो, hash करो. Till the time you get the required number of zeros. And once you find out this value, which probably comes out after such a long time, for this the value is 746,056,173. सो इतना मेहनत करके आप ये नंबर ढूंढते हो, फिर आप सबको अनाउंस करते हो दैट बॉस आई फाउंड आउट द नंबर and the block is added to the chain and you collect the rewards. And this is the reason why you require GPU, graphical processing unit, because you cannot do it on a normal i3 i7 processor. You need something more powerful. Please discuss the mathematical model of blockchain. So mathematical model, as in it requires a lot of hashing techniques, it requires a lot of nonce operations that are there. Okay, so that all comes under the mathematical framework of blockchain. How much time does it take to complete one transaction? If you talk about Bitcoin, it takes somewhere around like a minute or so to complete a transaction. If you talk about Ethereum, it takes a little lesser time. Okay, थोड़ा कम time लगता है, but yeah, it happens quickly in a few, 10, 20 seconds or so. How does one collect transactions? Is there any pool from which anyone can set? Definitely. If you are setting up a mining firm, if you have your miner at home, you need to connect to a pool. Either you have your own pool or you connect to some bigger pool. Generally, people connect to a bigger pool. Why? Because that is more powerful. That is more, less time consuming, more effective. So that's why people connect to bigger pool. Right now, if you see, there are many pools here. ये वाला जो transaction था, ये slush pool का था. Okay, slush pool is one such pool. ऐसे दो तीन pools है. Ant pool है, एक China का है, एक India का है, ऐसे बहुत सारे. So depending on what pool you can connect and then you can take the hash. Basically, depends on the block. Yes. So the number finding method might be automated. Yes, everything is automated. Technically, you just keep the machine in your house, you just switch it on, and you just keep monitoring it. वो सब automatically machine करती है. Who gives the reward? The network gives the reward. See, the fun part is, कोई person नहीं है जो reward देगा. It's not a bank wherein the bank will unlock the money. Everything is already there on the network. वो सारे rules, वो सारे regulation network पे है. Everything is open source. It is all open source. So you can see what is happening, what rule is there. So because of that, the network automatically releases tokens. वो सारे 21 million locked है network पे. वो किसी बंदे के पास नहीं है. Network के पास है. If you agree to the rules, you'll get it. If you don't agree, you'll not get it. Doesn't matter if you're a politician's son, you're Mark Zuckerberg or you're Pranav Shastri. अगर rule obey किया तो आपको मिलेगा, नहीं obey किया तो आपको कुछ भी नहीं मिलेगा. Okay, the network gives reward. Please provide the document for math equation if you have. It is available online. I will provide you the link. Don't worry. Is the pool part of the chain or a third party? It is basically a collection of CPUs. It is a collection of companies or a collection of entities which come together and which have created this pool. It is not part of technically the chain, but it is not technically a third party also. Yeah, SHA-256 is used by Bitcoin. BTC uses SHA-256, RIPE-MD 160 hashing also IO. Yeah, so these algorithms are used depending on the different network. सबके अलग अलग एल्गोस है. अगर आप अपना दूसरा खुद का ब्लॉकचेन बनाना चाहते हो, आप अपना एल्गोरिथम डिफाइन कर सकते हो कि मैं ये यूज करूंगा, मेरा ब्लॉकचेन ये काम करेगा. Correct? So depending on this, you can make your own blockchain. Now, where is this technology applied? So it is applied in every domain technically. You name a domain and the technology is already started there. It's there in media, it's there in law, crime, transportation, government services, HR, human rights contribution, finance, contact, blah, blah, blah. So ये सारी जो डोमेन आपको स्क्रीन पे दिख रही है, इन सब के अंदर ब्लॉकचेन टेक्नोलॉजी अप्लाई हो रही है. And if you look at the time frame that we are sitting in, it is very, very, very important. Why? Because this time frame is a major time frame for blockchain application. इस टाइम के अंदर हर जगह ब्लॉकचेन का बूम है. If you look at the timeline of blockchain, initially there were the foundation days, moving beyond cryptographer, blockchain buzzers, crossing the chasm, adoption movement has already started. In fact, every state of India, forget about the world, दुनिया को जाने दो, इंडिया में जितनी states है, जितनी states इंडिया में है, उन सब ने थोड़ा थोड़ा फंड ब्लॉकचेन के लिए सेपरेट करके रखा हुआ है. So you have the capabilities. If you have the capabilities, you can easily start your project, your company, your startup idea on blockchain and get those funds procured easily. In fact, Maharashtra government in the last month, I think in March, they had a big event in Mumbai, NCPA grounds, Wali, and they have initiated a sandbox in which students and entrepreneurs they can come, they can display their project, and they can get the funding from the government. All right, and it's not 1 lakh, 2 lakh, it's in crores. Okay, what is your opinion about AI and blockchain since Ethereum 2.0 will be implementing AI? Can you make use? Can you make us clear about that as well? Sure, sure. So, what here the question is basically the first version of the blockchain, that is Bitcoin and all the other cryptocurrencies, jitne bhi hai, they are basically slow. They are probably a little inefficient, but they are perfectly secure and they are doing the job that they wanted to. But no one had thought probably at that time that इसके ऊपर applications कैसे develop होंगी, इसके ऊपर programs कैसे लिखेंगे, how will we create an entire structure. You imagine you are studying in the college, tomorrow you go for a job. In the process of getting interviewed, they ask you what are your qualifications. आपको एक एक सर्टिफिकेट सब निकाल के रखना पड़ रहा है. Imagine you just have a QR code. You just put the QR code in front of them. वो अपने ऐप से उसको स्कैन करते हैं, and all your details come in. In school, what did you do? What competitions you participated in? Were you good in sports? Were you good in singing? Were you good in drama? College, junior college में आके आपने क्या क्या किया है? कॉलेज के अंदर डिग्री कॉलेज में आपने क्या क्या किया है? Everything just on one app. You don't need to carry so much documentation. And secondly, everything is being verified. कोई duplication नहीं है, कोई problem ही नहीं है उसमें. Such applications now are being developed on blockchain. So with Ethereum coming into picture, these applications now have become more clearer. So when Bitcoin came, ये किसी ने नहीं सोचा. So if you look at Bitcoin, Bitcoin just had two states. Either वो Bitcoin आपके wallet में है या वो आपके wallet से चला गया. Either it is spent or unspent. Okay, so those were the two states of Bitcoin. But we all play games, right? We played Candy Crush, we play COD, Call of Duty, PUBG, we play other games, we use Instagram. ये सब किया हम लोगों ने. Guys, yes, no? ठीक है, great, correct. So we all have done all of this. We do all of this. Now you tell me, if I'm playing say Asphalt, the car game, or maybe the Subway Surfer, वो भागने वाला game, कितने states है उसके अंदर? वो ट्रेन से टक्कर खाता है, वो लेफ्ट जाता है, वो राइट जाता है, the cop catches him, he can slide down, he can jump on top. Multiple states. Bitcoin नहीं है states multiple. So Bitcoin can't help you make that game or something similar. So that's why Vitalik Buterin came up with Ethereum. Ethereum के अंदर ये सारे states उसने डाल दिए. So using Ethereum now you can make different applications. And using Ethereum, you can make something called as a smart contract. We all know what a contract is. We all have signed a contract. आप कहीं पे भी admission लेने जाते हो, तुम sign करते हो, तो that is contract. On your ID card, you sign, you do your sign, that is a contract. So everything that you sign in your life, that is a contract. उसमें कुछ terms है, कुछ conditions है. अगर वो आपने obey किए, great. नहीं obey किए, you will face the punishment there. So smart contracts क्या होगा? Suppose, imagine, I am driving a car on the street. Okay, अभी तो नहीं कर सकता क्योंकि COVID है. But suppose after COVID gets done, I am driving a car and गलती से मैंने किसी को ठोक दिया. You know, I bash into someone and that fellow gets injured. What is going to happen to me? The cop will come, he will catch me, and he will be punishing me. ठीक है, मारेगा, गाली देगा, etc. जो भी है. मेरे जगह पे, in place of me, if there is a son of a politician, then what is going to happen? The cop will come, he will see politician का बेटा है, भाव भाव बोलेगा, सलाम ठोकेगा, जो गिर गया है, जिसको चोट लगी है, he probably will beat him up more. तेरे को चलने में नहीं आता है, गाड़ी के आगे आ जाता है. This is called as partiality. This is called as there is a gap in application of the rules. So based on the person, on the rules on which the rules are getting applied, वो contract के rules ही change हो जाते हैं. Smart contracts does not do that. Smart contract is a contract which we make online, which is open source, which everyone can see, and it is not partial at all. We will be making one such smart contract, a very simple contract for adding numbers. But that's what a smart contract is. So that is called as version 2.0, blockchain version 2.0. I just showed you the application here. We will be using Remix IDE and a few other applications to make that smart contract. Then what is version 3.0? Next version kya hai? Then version 3.0 is a dApp. It is a distributed application wherein multiple smart contracts are attached together. Now you tell me guys, we watch YouTube. हम लोग YouTube देखते हैं, हम Facebook देखते हैं. हमको कुछ रिवॉर्ड मिलता है उसमें? हमको कुछ रिटर्न में मिलता है? नहीं. We probably get entertained, but उसके अलावा कुछ मिलता है हम लोग को? Nothing at all. All the money, all the revenue, all the fame is with whom? With YouTube, with Facebook, with Instagram. हम लोग के पास कुछ नहीं है. All our data is with whom? With YouTube, with Facebook, with Instagram. हम लोग के पास कुछ भी नहीं है. Imagine in a decentralized world wherein one central party does not have control, you will get rewarded. आज के तारीख में today, if you play PUBG, if you play Call of Duty, do you get any money? Do you get any part of the revenue? No. But if you play these games, okay, these are games here. You can check them out. बहुत सारे applications हैं. You just check out games only. So if you look at these are all games. These are games based on different blockchains. Okay, this is based on Neo. Neo is a blockchain. EOS, VAX, Ethereum. So when you play these games, you get rewarded. You get paid. In fact, there are sites like Steemit. Okay, it is exactly same as Facebook. It is like a social media networking site. But the only difference is these guys use blockchain and they pay you. So you can see if you have an article on Facebook, you have a post on Facebook, you, no matter how many likes, how many shares you get, you don't get paid. But these guys pay you. They go pay kar rakha hai inhone. They are paying people. There's another site called as DTube, which is exact replica of YouTube, and they pay you. So you can see how these things work and how powerful the decentralized technologies are. Can you show how practically to implement blockchain concepts from basic? I don't have a lot of time today. We have a very small time frame. So I will show you how you create a smart contract, how you deploy it, and how you access it using a UI. वो स्मार्ट कॉन्ट्रैक्ट को एक वेब बेस्ड इंटरफेस से आप एक्सेस कैसे कर सकते हो? I'll show that to you. Alright? But in case if you want more in depth, if you want to know how do you create everything more in depth, then we have a course coming up in the coming week. The link will be shared in the feedback. If you are interested, you can join it. Okay, you can check our social media feeds also. How do you create your own blockchain? It's very easy. You draft the rules, you draft your aim. कि आप वो blockchain क्यों बना रहे हो? And then you draft the rules, you start the coding, and it is a peer-to-peer system. See guys, there is a difference between a client server, a YouTube, a Facebook, and a blockchain system. A YouTube, Facebook operates with a server behind and a client in front of me. But when you're creating a blockchain system, it is directly peer-to-peer. What does it mean? It means that I am connecting to you directly. No Facebook server, no WhatsApp server, no Instagram server. And that's why everyone who is on the chain, they need to have that information. For example, हम लोग torrent use करते हैं कभी-कभी. Okay, at times we do download stuff from torrents. Torrent is a peer-to-peer system. And in fact, I'll share this with you. If you're using BitTorrent for downloading stuff, you will get paid. Okay, this is a token that BitTorrent removed. BitTorrent is based on a blockchain called as Tron. And if you're using BitTorrent, then you get paid. आपको पैसा भी मिलेगा. So that's how you create a blockchain. Can we apply blockchain to IoT? Yes, definitely. IoT is one of the major applications of blockchain. Why? Because if IoT is centralized, then security का बहुत बड़ा flaw है. कोई भी बंदा बाहर से आपका पूरा घर कंट्रोल कर सकता है. You imagine. Is it required to design own framework? At times you can. अगर आपको ब्लॉकचेन नहीं बनाना है, आपको खाली थोड़ा कुछ बनाना है, then तो instantly हो जाएगा. If your fee is low, it will take time. Alright. Miners basically creates and verifies block which holds transaction, and each block approximately interconnected, and that's what is a DApp. That's blockchain 3.0. How I can create my own contract rules? I'll show it to you. How do you create a smart contract? It gives business logic to Ethereum network, like multiple if-else statements. Exactly, exactly. So you can have the entire logic embedded on the smart contract. If someone is following those rules, उसको एक्सेस मिलना चाहिए, उसको राइट्स मिलना चाहिए, उसका बेनिफिट होना चाहिए. इफ दे आर नॉट फॉलोइंग द रूल्स, देन दे विल बी डिनाइड. Yes, can you create using? Yes, Solidity हम लोग यूज करके करेंगे. It does not support MATLAB. Not yet, but probably in the future you might see. Yes, the video will be uploaded on the YouTube. Smart contract can't be updated or destroyed. So is it beneficial? Definitely. Why? Because it cannot be destroyed. So the versioning can be done. मतलब जैसे अगर मैंने आज भी बनाया कुछ smart contract, कल मुझे update करना है. So what I will do, I'll simply notify everyone that boss, वो मेरा पुराना कॉन्ट्रैक्ट है, दिस इज माय न्यू वन, जस्ट स्टॉप यूजिंग दैट and use this new smart contract. So everyone will automatically migrate to it and everyone will start using that new smart contract. Okay, so yeah. So with this, I think a lot of things are clear now, and I will directly start with the smart contract. You all will see how easy it is. So this is an online platform which is block created when transaction done or add people in the blockchain. Uh, anyone can be added to the blockchain if it is public. Okay, blockchain can be types होते हैं, public है, private है. So if I am using something like Ethereum, if I am using something like Bitcoin, वो public blockchain है. So anyone can take part in it. Right now, if I want, I can take part in it. I can send a transaction, right? But if it is a private blockchain, like a company, like a college, then we need permission, and then only you can enter the blockchain. Okay, so it depends. It totally depends. Okay, so this is basically the Remix IDE. I'll show you how the page looks like. This is how the page technically looks like, the Remix IDE page. Once you open it, if you all are performing it with me, then you all can do it. But I think आप लोगों ने बाकी softwares install नहीं किए होंगे. But still, you can make the smart contract at least, that you can do. So this will show up. Now in this, you can select what language, Viper or Solidity. So I'll select Solidity. So my Solidity language select, देखो यहाँ पे मेरा Solidity का compiler आ गया है. So basically I have already explained earlier also what is compilation. Compilation is simply translation of high level code into a code that machine understands. So ये मेरा compiler आ गया. These are my files here. So I can create simply a file like this, a plus sign किया. So I can simply create addition dot solve. I think addition dot solve है. Addition test dot solve. So I say okay, and this file is created. I already have the code, so I'll just copy the code from this file and paste it there. कुछ changes मुझे करने पड़ेंगे, and I'll explain the code also. Don't worry. Okay, so this is the code here. I'll just zoom it a little bit so that you all can see it. Okay, now. Pragma Solidity simply means the versioning of Solidity. Every smart contract has to start with this line, wherein you are specifying कि भाई ये version या इससे ज़्यादा वाले version के साथ ही ये smart contract run करो. इससे कम वाले पे run करोगे तो error आएगा. Alright. So we are saying you run the smart contract in Solidity version 0.5.0 or higher. Now the contract name should be exactly same as the file name as we have in Java. So I'll simply change the name here. So addition underscore test is the name of the smart contract. What technically is the smart contract doing? This smart contract is just taking two numbers, adding it and giving us the result. इसमें ज़्यादा कुछ complicated चीज नहीं की है मैंने, क्योंकि अगर ज़्यादा करोगे तो फिर उसका UI भी आपको बनाना पड़ेगा. So that takes time. Alright. So we are just taking two numbers, two integers, A and B. दो integers है जो values store करेंगे 1 to 10 anything. And it is unsigned, so you can't go on the negative side. and we are creating two functions. One is to add and give us the answer, and one is to set the values. So we want to put some values in the variable a and b. तो उसके लिए हमने एक फंक्शन बनाया है, and एक फंक्शन हमने बनाया है वो वैल्यू एक्सट्रैक्ट करने के लिए. Guys, everyone is clear to here? Please tell me if I'm going too fast. Please do let me know if I'm going a little fast. I think there's one question that I didn't look at. There is one command of die. Through that we can do. Technically, but it will not be erased off the network unless and until everyone has stopped using it. So, but the network must be updated about the death in order to execute something. Exactly. So the network has to be updated. All right. Great. It's lovely to interact with you this way. आप लोग ऐसे reply करते तो बहुत अच्छा लगता है, guys. Thanks a lot. Okay, so coming back. So here we have two functions. One is the get total function, which function is giving us the value. Now always remember, whenever you're using the blockchain, the transactions on the blockchain will cost you some money. All right, like for example here, in the Bitcoin blockchain or in the Ethereum blockchain, if I want to write something on the blockchain, it will cost me money. But if I just want to read, I just click on this and I just want to read भाई क्या क्या transaction हुए, no money required. All right, but if I want to write something, okay, chalo, I'll show you how do I write it. Let it connect. So this basically what it is. This is my MetaMask. MetaMask is a wallet for cryptocurrencies, wherein you can store currencies here. So this is basically for Ethereum. Okay, this is for Ethereum. You can see I have some ETH here, $9 worth of Ethereum here. So what we can do, we can send this transaction, we can write this transaction on the blockchain, and that will cost us money. Now, if I want to see मेरे ये account में से क्या-क्या transactions हुए हैं, I can simply copy this. I've copied it. I can go to the Explorer here. I can click on Ethereum, and I can paste my address. कि भाई साहब ये जो address है Ethereum का, इसके अंदर क्या-क्या transactions हुए हैं. Now, if I want to write some transaction, then I'll have to pay Ether. I'll have to pay money from my wallet. But when I want to read it now, so I can just click this and I can see, it will search and see. तो ये बताएगा कि अभी balance कितना है. Balance is 0.043. How much did I receive in this? 0.092. Total send कितना गया? 0.048. Okay, when did all of this happen? ये पूरा transaction का list है. जिसको मैंने भेजा है, सब है. But the privacy is maintained as to you don't know who this person is. Even I don't remember who this fellow is. All right, this I gave you the address, so y'all can know that okay, this is Pranav's address, but you can't know who this is. But one more thing, if I am receiving some money, then anyone can trace the money back. So for example, I received some Ether. Where is the receiving transaction? Here. I received the Ether from which wallet? From this wallet. तो यहाँ पे ये लोग क्लिक करके चेक कर सकते हैं कि वो wallet में क्या balance है. See, okay, 38.4. Guys, this is not my wallet. If this would be my wallet, I would be very rich. This is the wallet of an exchange. Okay, so ये exchange का wallet है. So वो exchange के ऊपर total 57,023 Ether थे, and उसमें से उन्होंने ये भेज दिए. And अभी total उनके पास कितना पड़ा है? 4 ETH पड़ा हुआ है. This is WazirX. The name of the exchange is WazirX. See, you can see they are continuously sending Ether. Right? So in this manner, whenever you want to read something from the blockchain, it is easy. It can be read out without any fees that is being paid. But if you want to write something to the blockchain, then you have to pay money. So similarly, when we are doing set value, जब हम इनकी value set कर रहे हैं, we are writing on the blockchain. So that's why whenever you run this function, you will have to pay. But whenever you read from the blockchain that what is the total, what is the value, then you don't have to pay. It's totally free of cost. Are you going to take the full course in detail from? Yes. There is a course coming up. The details of it would be shared in the feedback link. You can check it out. You can also check it out on our social media. Exactly what is sent and what is received in that Ethereum. The amount, if you see here, currently if you check this out, these are my transactions. So इसके अंदर कोई भी एक ट्रांजैक्शन पे आप क्लिक करो तो ये ट्रांजैक्शन का अमाउंट बताएगा दैट ओके द ट्रांजैक्शन वाज कंफर्म्ड, ये कौन से डे को ट्रांजैक्शन हुआ, कितने टाइम पे हुआ, what were the addresses the transaction went to, from this to this address, this was the amount, this is the nonce that we spoke of, they calculated, and the gas price, this is basically the fee that I have to pay to the miner, that boss मेरा transaction करो. And after this transaction, how many confirmations, how many other transactions have happened? It's this. Are you going to teach the Web3 library? Yes. So that blockchain course is also going to cover Web3 because we use the Web3 library to talk to the blockchain. I'll show it to you right now also when I design the web UI, the page for this blockchain. So you'll see that using that Web3 library, Web3.js, I am talking to the Ethereum node. All right. So let's quickly get into it. I don't want to waste time now. So here, when we read the transaction, we don't have to pay anything. But when we write the transaction, we have to pay some cost. So here, if you see, that's why we have something written as view. Okay. So view का मतलब ये होता है that we are not going to write anything on the blockchain. We just want to read it. All right. So the first thing that we have to do here is once this is made, we simply have to compile it. So right now it is on auto compile. So here you can see that it is already compiled. See addition, and it is already compiled. All right. And then we have to deploy it. So deployment के लिए नीचे एक button है. You just click on this. Now it will ask for deployment. But the thing is, I don't want to deploy here in the browser. I want to deploy on the blockchain. So when you want to deploy on the blockchain, you need a blockchain. So right now, if you see here, my MetaMask is connected to what? It is connected to the main Ethereum network. So right now, we are using the main Ethereum blockchain. But I don't want to deploy this on the main Ethereum blockchain. Why? Obvious reasons, paisa lagega. I don't want to put money in this. We are just testing. So what we will do, we will start a local blockchain. मेरे कंप्यूटर के अंदर मैं एक blockchain start कर दूंगा. Where is it? This is the local blockchain that I'm talking about. I hope this is visible to you guys. This is Ganache. It initiates a local blockchain. So I just say quick start, and you can see ये अंदर एक blockchain start कर देगा. And in this, you can see this is the blockchain that it has started. Currently, it is at the block 0. The gas limit and everything is there. The HTTP address is there. And it has some other preset details, and it has some accounts with some ether. Okay, this balance is fake. This ether is fake. It is only supposed to be used for testing purpose. In the real world, has no value. All right. So what you can do, you can simply select this account, and what we will do, we will connect the MetaMask to this. Okay. So what we will do, ये जो मेरा MetaMask है, I will connect it to my local Ganache. So once it is connected, Remix will want to reload again. So we just reload it. And again, we'll select Solidity. We will go here. We'll select our addition test. Automatically compile bhi ho gaya hai. So our compiled code is ready. And now when we want to deploy it, we are not going to deploy on Java VM. Okay, we don't want to deploy on Java VM. Are we going to cover Truffle in the workshop? Yes, yes. This is just the basic structure. When we do the workshop, we are going to use the Truffle framework. In the Truffle framework, we have testing frameworks also, like Mocha and Chai. We'll be using that. And we would be creating a better version of this application, like a election system or an inventory management system. You can select a topic of your choice. So completely on it. Yeah, we would be using the Truffle. Great. So here we select the injected Web3. What is injected Web3? Injected Web3 is this MetaMask. So if you see, ये जो address है यहाँ पे, ये address और जो मेरा MetaMask का address है वो exactly same है. Okay, so see 0A4 something. See 0A4. So you can see this. But right now इसमें ether ही नहीं है. तो मैं deploy कैसे करूँगा? कुछ नहीं कर सकता. So what I will do? I'll add another account here. So I'll say import, and वहां से जो मैंने private key copy किया था, I'll just paste it. I'll say import, and see all of a sudden I have got 100 ether. Okay, let's try transferring this ether to some other account. So यहाँ पे बहुत सारे accounts हैं if you see. So I'll just select the second one here. I'll transfer some ether here. देखते हैं transaction हो रही है या कुछ इशू आ रहा है, so I'll say click on send. I'll click here, and here you can see that it is asking me for some fee. I want it quick, so I'll say okay, ज़्यादा fee ले लो, बस जल्दी transfer करो, okay, quick. And how much ether do you want transfer? Say 12.56 ether. And I say next. It'll ask for my confirmation that okay, this is the amount that you want to transfer. This is the fee that is levied on you. So I just say okay, just transfer it. And here you can see that it is still pending. Once it gets confirmed, you will see a green confirmation here. And यहाँ पे you can see it has already been transferred here. And this account that we have has been deducted and इसका balance यहाँ पे transfer हो गया है. So like the Ethereum blockchain that we saw on the website, here also you can see the blocks. ये ब्लॉक के अंदर एक ट्रांजैक्शन था, उसके अंदर ये बताया है कि ये ट्रांजैक्शन में इतना ईथर कहां से कहां ट्रांसफर हुआ है. Okay, so in this manner you can just play around with it a little bit. See, it's confirmed. इतना माइनस हो गया, इतना मेरा बैलेंस है. So now our MetaMask is directly. We request to conduct 1 week hands-on training. Yes, it's a big training. Ether is basically a cryptocurrency used for Ethereum. So for Ethereum, when you're using something, you want to use the network, you need to pay in Ether. Alright, so now we'll deploy this smart contract using this account. See, यहाँ पे भी वो same balance दिखा रहा है 87.4. So I just say deploy. As soon as I say deploy, because it is connected to my MetaMask, वो पूछेगा कि बॉस इतना फी भी लगने वाला है, करना है deploy. We'll say हाँ भाई कर दो. So once we confirm, you will see that at the bottom here, okay, there is a green tick here. इसको अगर आप क्लिक करोगे ये सारे ट्रांजैक्शन की डिटेल्स हैं. So it simply means that the transaction is confirmed. अगर एक green tick नहीं आता है, yeah, it's like a fuel to Ethereum. Yeah, it's something like going in a rickshaw, तो आप रिक्शे को किराया भाड़ा देते हो ना, you give the taxi some money. So this is like that. You're using the network, you need to pay for that. So that's the currency that you pay. So here you can see the transfer has happened and we have got the confirmation here. अगर आपको double check करना है, you simply go here. You can see, click on the blocks. You can see another block has happened, and here you can see contracts के अंदर. See, in the transactions you can see there is a contract creation. I hope everyone can see this contract, guys. सबको दिख रहा है, right? In the coming workshop, we won't be covering IPFS. If you want for IPFS, we can have a separate workshop later on for advanced Ethereum development. Okay, for the upcoming workshop, we'll be covering just the smart contracts and basic Ethereum's details, like what is a node and how the Ethereum operates. As one of you all mentioned, the Ethereum version 2 is going to launch now. So they have a combination of protocols in place. So they're using sharding and they're using something called as constant interval update. So wherein it's going to be a combination of proof of stake and proof of work. So that's going to scale it further. So we'll be covering those parts as well. Alright. So okay. So you all can view this. Great. Now the next thing is I want to make a web interface wherein I want to interact with the smart contract. अगर मुझे इस contract से interact करना है, I can also do it here. You can see here also they have given a UI wherein you can interact. So I can simply say get total and यहाँ पे मुझे total 0 दिखा रहा है. And I can simply put some value here, say 23 for A and 56 for B. But as soon as I say transact, again MetaMask will ask, because again, what am I doing? I am doing a write operation. मैं ये values blockchain पे डाल रहा हूँ, तो मुझे पैसा भरना पड़ेगा. But मैं read कर रहा था, get total कर रहा था, I didn't have to pay a single penny. Why? Because I am reading from the blockchain. So I simply say transact and see again it's asking for confirmation. I say confirm and you can see again I got a green tick here. Okay, click on this transaction here. ये पूरा ट्रांजैक्शन का डिटेल आपको यहाँ पे दिख जाएगा. See, इसके अंदर वैल्यूज भी गया है 017 and 038. Okay, these are hexadecimal values for 23 and 56. Now if I say get total, you can see मुझे answer 79 आया, which is the total of these two. So if you want, you can use it from here. But I don't want to use it from here. Where do I want to use it? मुझे एक अच्छा सा वेबसाइट चाहिए. वो वेबसाइट से मेरा स्मार्ट कॉन्ट्रैक्ट कनेक्ट होना चाहिए. तो उसके लिए I already have the code here. So if you look at it, the starting part of the code, I hope it's visible, guys. मैंने थोड़ा बड़ा भी कर दिया. So the starting part of the code like this much. This is a normal HTML. हमने क्या किया, एक बॉडी बनाया है, बॉडी के अंदर दो इनपुट फील्ड्स लिए है नंबर के लिए एंड दो बटन लिए हैं, एक दोनों नंबर को ऐड करने के लिए बेसिकली टू सेंड एंड चेक टोटल इज टू गेट द वैल्यू एंड देन आंसर के लिए आई हैव केप्ट अ पैराग्राफ फील्ड. आई होप इसमें किसी को भी कोई इशू नहीं है गाइस. आई होप यू आर फेमिलियर विद HTML. Fellows, please say a yes or no. Okay, great. Now if you look further down here, what we are using the Web3 library. Okay, I think someone asked Web3 Py. Web3 Py and Web3.js are more or less similar, only that is more suitable for Python scripts and this is suitable for JavaScripts. So here we are using JS and we can use the same there also, not a big deal. So Python का app होगा तो we'll use that, but here we are using Web3.js. So here what we are doing here in this Web3, I'll tell you one thing. आपका अगर मैं ये डायरेक्टली अभी डिप्लॉय करूं तो रन नहीं होगा. Why? Because my this page does not know who to contact with. Okay, why? Because see, there are two things you need to know if you want to get in touch with a smart contract. First thing, वो contract किधर है, वो contract का address, the address of the contract, where is it located? And the second thing that you need to know, the structure of the contract. Why? Because I am firing some functions, I am getting some inputs, I am putting some values, right? So because of which I will be unable to talk to a contract if I don't know the structure. Guys, agree, not agree? If I don't know the structure of the language of the contract, suppose you are writing, how many of you have done coding in object-oriented programming? Object-oriented programming में किस किसने coding किया है? Just say yes. Quite a lot of people. सबने किया है more or less. Great, great. कोई है जिसने नहीं किया है object-oriented programming में ज़्यादा काम? I think someone said a little bit. Done. ठीक है, great, great, great. So object-oriented programming में अगर आपके क्लास के अंदर आपको कोई फंक्शन को कॉल करना है तो क्लास का स्ट्रक्चर पता होना चाहिए ना. You need to know the structure of the class if you want to call that function. So the two things that we require is one, the location of the smart contract, and second is the structure of the smart contract. So here both the things are supposed to be put. बाकी सारा कोड अगर आप सेम भी रखोगे तो भी चल जाएगा. What are those two things? The first thing is the address here. Where is the smart contract? And the second thing is the ABI, the binary interface of that smart contract, the abstract binary interface. Now, if you look at this here, यहाँ पे address हमको यहाँ से मिल जाएगा. See, if you look closely, this contract is deployed on this address. दिख रहा है सबको 0x0e something. So I just click on this, and the address should be copied. Where is it? Was give me the address. No. 0x no. I want the address. Yeah, sorry. So the address is copied. See, this is the value of the address of the smart contract. I'll just do it. So you need to paste this address here like this. So this is the address of the smart contract that we have put on the blockchain. Second thing is we need the structure of it. वो पूरे कॉन्ट्रैक्ट का स्ट्रक्चर चाहिए. तो वो कहाँ से मिलेगा? तो हमने कोड कंपाइल किया था. यहाँ पे यू कैन सी दो चीज है, एक ABI है, एक बाइनरी कोड है. तो खाली ABI पे क्लिक करोगे वो कॉपी हो जाएगा. You come here and here before the semicolon you paste it. तो ये उसका स्ट्रक्चर है पूरा. Okay, if you go through it, it will say that the name is get total. It is in the contract. What is the output? It gives you an integer. Then is it payable? No, you don't have to pay any money to it. But for running it, you have to pay. दोनों चीज अलग अलग है. Don't mix it up, guys. Then here the next function, ये बारे में यहाँ दिया है set val. It is giving some output. It is not payable, etc. ये सब दिया हुआ. Okay, so this is the code for that. So I'll just briefly, quickly go through the code because I don't think we have much time to understand the entire thing. But yeah, I'll quickly explain what is happening here. So what we are doing first is we are getting our window enabled for the Ethereum. So we are telling boss, you are going to run Ethereum code now. So get ready. Next, we are passing the address that this is the address, this is the structure of the smart contract. You need to read from this. And what do you need to do? आप जो भी वैल्यू वहां से रीड कर रहे हो वो आप आंसर में राइट कर दो. व्हाट इज दिस आंसर इज नथिंग बट दिस पैराग्राफ. ये उसका आईडी है. हैश इज बेसिकली फॉर आईडी. या आई विल शेयर द कोड्स, डोंट वरी. So hash is the ID. Okay, so whatever number is coming from the blockchain, you please write it here. Second thing that you have to do is whenever I click any of the buttons here, मेरे दो buttons है, एक add है, एक check total है. Whenever I click these buttons, some action is supposed to happen. What action is supposed to happen? When I click the add button, the two numbers are supposed to be sent to the blockchain. And when I say check total, the numbers are supposed to be read from the blockchain. So what you can see is happening here is whenever I click on add button, you are taking the two values from the two input boxes, first and second number here. So we are taking that, we are extracting the value and we are simply writing it to the blockchain. Okay, this is the code for writing the values there. See, we are calling the method setVal. And whenever the second button is being clicked, ये वाला button, check total. So you can see here, what is happening is we are retrieving the answer from the blockchain and we are pasting it again in the answer. So ये वाला जो answer वाला जो paragraph है हम लोग वहाँ पे paste कर रहे हैं. But the thing is, this is a dynamic code. You can't run it statically. So for example, ये path इसका, where is the path? Wait. So this is the index. If I directly open it in Chrome, okay, it will look something like this. But the buttons are holding. Why? Because right now this is a static code. For this, you need a server. So for that, we need NPM, Node Package Manager. Okay, so Node.js हमको चाहिए, and I have already installed it. And in that also, you need a HTTP server. Okay, so I'll show you how to run this. Okay, so this file that is there, this index file is there on my desktop. So what I'll do, I'll say cd desktop, go to my desktop. In that cd desktop, there is a folder by the name blockchain_test. You go in this folder. If you list all the files here, एक ही file है index.html. Now in this folder, you need to start your server. So what is the server? You simply say HTTP server. ऐसा करोगे and your server is going to start. See, starting up HTTP server, it's already started and it is serving. If you want to see what is happening is, you need to run this command. This is the address of your server. Okay, so this file would be on the server now. I'm not typing any index C, and I'll just press enter, and you can see that this file has loaded. All right, and as soon as you say check total, there's some issue here. There's some function F. See here. यहाँ पे कुछ issue आ रहा है. There are some errors here. We'll just check them out. What are the errors? Couldn't decode from UX format this output. Just a moment, guys. Just let's see if the smart contract is running. So we have already deployed it. Let's try changing the value here. If it's running here, yeah, it's running. So probably we have written something incorrect there. See, it's so important that everything is supposed to be correct. So I'll again double check the address of the smart contract that we have put. See, I have changed everything, but I've forgotten to save it. मैंने Control S नहीं दबाया. Okay, so now I have saved it. Now I'll just try loading that again. Where is my server? This is my server. I'll just copy it. Control C, and I'll paste it here in the URL. I'll try loading it, and it has loaded, but yet again there is some issue. It's not giving the output. We'll check what the issue is. Not a problem. Fail to load resource. Okay. So we input MetaMask reference unhandled decode event from ABI. There's some formatting error. What is the error here? Shouldn't be there. Set value total. Technology, guys, technology. See, now it's come. What is the output? 79. Why is it showing 76 here? Let's try sending some values here. Add numbers. Okay, it's happening. So I say confirm. The transaction is sent. See, here you can see the transaction being sent. It's confirmed. Now, as I say, check total. The total of this is 78. Okay, I'll in the number again. I'll make it to 551. Let's increase the size of the number. Again, it'll ask. So whenever I write the transaction, it'll ask. See, again, the transaction is confirmed here, and then I'll say check total 574. So you can imagine. At times it does give issues, but that's fine. It's working for us now. Okay, so I think you all understood now, okay, how these things work. All right, so this is the code for a simple address of the previous. Now it's working fine. Yeah. When is the competition for building a tab going to start? It is just going to start in a bit. I'll tell you what you all have to do and how you can win the Codeathon prizes that we have given to you. Alright. So briefly, if we've managed to understand what blockchain is and how it functions, let's just look at what's the future of blockchain. I've already told you that Industry 4.0 is there. It's already started. The revolution has already begun. And with this revolution in place, blockchain is one of the leading edge technologies in the sector. If you see the latest trends that are there, blockchain is number 1, AI is number 2, and number 5 is RPA. So we, during our sessions here, we would be covering all these 3 technologies that are there. Correct? So you can imagine how important blockchain is as a future perspective. What companies you can get into, once you know these skill sets, these are the companies, at least in India, wherein you can easily get any pay package that you desire. I'm not even putting a number on it. It's totally on your skill set. Jitna practice karoge, utna you can explore. Okay, and I'm not saying this. LinkedIn is saying that blockchain developer is the number 1 skill set that you can have. If you don't like coding much, you can be a blockchain consultant as well. You can also get into the consultation framework wherein you don't have to code much and you will be getting the consultation charges there. All right. So with this, we move towards the conclusion. So it is not wrong to say that blockchain is the future and it is being applied in a lot of technologies. If you look at it, blockchain is changing the entire game. Blockchain, earlier, we have had such paradigm shifts when internet was introduced, when robotics was introduced, and now with blockchain coming into picture, everything is changing again. It is also being called the future internet, the next internet. So I feel that it is one of the most prominent tech. And if you just go to Upwork, I have already shown you the website earlier. Upwork pe jao, and this is a freelancing website. Yahan pe you just search for blockchain, and when you search for this, you see huge amounts of money people are charging. $100 an hour, $120 an hour. It even goes to $1,000 an hour. Okay, I'll search for India. Forget about the world. People from India who have made some projects on blockchain, they are minting money, guys. Minting money, freelancing. Okay, see, $45, $35, $45, $35. All right, and these are all from India. All from India. Okay, you want to see a particular price bracket? You can also check the pricing here. If you want some filters, we want in India, and we want to not British Indian. We want India. So these are the ones in India, and you can then see if you want to see how many of are getting $60 and above. There is a huge bucket list. See, $100 an hour, $65 an hour, okay, $70 an hour. You can imagine how much money you can make if this one technology you can learn, you can master, right? Uh, how can you become a blockchain consultant? You need to develop a few blockchain architectures. You don't need to write the code. You can just develop the architectures, and then you can have a coder who knows how to code, and he will code it for you. So you know the in and out of blockchain, how they work, and all of those things. So you can consult people that okay, you have to do this, and you don't have to do this for using blockchain. What exactly is a blockchain consultants? Blockchain consultants, as I already said, you do the consulting work. आप उसको बताते हो कि बॉस ऐसा करो, ऐसा मत करो, ऐसा करो, ऐसा मत करो, and that's how you become a blockchain consultant. Why Bitcoin and similar cryptocurrencies are illegal in India? Oh, amazing question! I was waiting for this question, but till now no one has asked. So great, thank you, Rohit. Thank you so much for asking. Bitcoin is totally legal in India. Other cryptocurrencies totally legal in India. They never were illegal in India. Cryptocurrencies in India were never illegal. What am I saying? News में तो सब बता रहे थे illegal है, right? I'll tell you what happened. In the news, the government gave a statement that Bitcoin and other cryptocurrencies will not be used as a legal tender. Legal tender मतलब पैसा जो आप नीचे जाके कुछ देके खरीद सकते हो. Your rupee notes, they are legal tender. So they had announced that Bitcoin will not be a legal tender. But what did media say? Bitcoin is not legal. आगे का नहीं बोला टेंडर. अभी आपके गले में चेन है सोने का. You have a gold chain in your neck. Can you go down to the grocery store और वो चेन का थोड़ा पीस तोड़ के उसको दे के बोलोगे मेरे को 5 किलो चावल, इतना दाल, इतना ये, इतना वो दे दे? Will he let you do that? No. Why? Because gold is not a legal tender. You can own gold, you can buy gold, you can trade gold, आप खरीद बेच कर सकते हो, you can store it in your house. अगर आपके गले में गोल्ड का चेन है और आप रास्ते पे चल रहे हो, पुलिस वाला आपको पकड़ेगा नहीं. गोल्ड 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 इलीगल है नहीं. Similarly, if you have Bitcoin with you, if you have Ethereum with you, no one's going to come and take you. But if you go down to the grocery store या पानी पूरी वाले के पास जाके बोलोगे बॉस मैं तेरे को पेटीएम नहीं करूंगा, मैं तेरे को इथीरियम करूंगा, then it will not be allowed. That's what they said. So it's totally legal, and in fact now the exchanges are also allowed. It's 100% legal. What is the time frame to learn the complete course? See, it depends. It's depending on you. So there are two modules of it. Like one is like the basic module, wherein these basic things are taught, and one is like an in-depth module wherein your hyperledger will come into play, and then other complicated things will come into play. So it's on you. It is legal. It is totally legal. Is this technology is accepting any government agencies in any region of the world? I didn't get a question though, Mr. Prasad. Is this technology accepting any government agencies? As in, a lot of government agencies are using this tech. In fact, I gave you an example. World Chodo India में every state is using this tech. You can Google it. UP state has tied up with a blockchain company. I'm forgetting the name. They are working on the agricultural product. Sorry, electricity. Electricity grid. Maharashtra government has launched. Telangana government has already moved on to blockchain. The entire administration is on blockchain. So you can see everything is going on blockchain. It will not be a surprise in the future if you see elections happening on blockchain. So elections be blockchain pe hoga. So it becomes very fair, very unbiased and very transparent. Crypto-based transactions are now being legal under some certain criteria. They have always been legal, so that's not a problem. Unless if you are doing something wrong, आप अगर क्रिप्टो करेंसी से गन खरीद रहे हो, ड्रग्स खरीद रहे हो, obviously they will be illegal and you will be punished for them. But other than that, it's totally legal. You can do whatever you want with that. What should be what should we do to be a consultant? You need to know how the architecture works. You need to know the basics of blockchain in depth. Okay, you can join our course also. That way you can get some idea about it. Can blockchain be hacked? As of now, it is not hacked. किसी ने starting में question पूछा था about quantum computing. When quantum computers are present like our normal desktops and laptops, then probably the Bitcoin blockchain could be hacked. But by that time, the Bitcoin network would have been upgraded to such a high limit that even quantum computers would not be able to hack it. So if you look at it, quantum computers coming in has a possibility that Bitcoin can be hacked. By the way, in the last 10-12 years, 2009, Bitcoin started and today 2020. Not a single instance that Bitcoin network was hacked. एक्सचेंज बहुत हैक हुए, लोगों के बिटकॉइन चोरी हुए, but that is the exchange's problem. If the money is taken from your wallet, it is not the fault of the money. It is the fault of you not being very vigilant. कोई आके आपके पर्स में हाथ डाल के पैसा लेके गया. Okay, so blockchain is unhackable till now. The Bitcoin blockchain never hacked till now. A lot of people have tried. Every attempt has failed. I think just twice, just 2 times in the last 9 years, the Bitcoin blockchain was down for a few seconds. And वो भी इसीलिए था क्योंकि some network issue had come up. वो भी starting में, in the beginning, like in 2009 or 2010. But it has never been hacked. So you can imagine how secure it is. Yeah, Singapore, European and multi-banks like SDFC currently working, blockchain can be attacked, but very less chance. Blockchain will definitely be attacked, but it cannot be hacked into. Not possible, not possible. At least public blockchains, so never possible. Because the entire world is backing it. You imagine, na, how many people are using Bitcoin and Ethereum all across the globe? All of them on one side and one hacker on the other side. How is it possible? नहीं हो पाएगा. And Singapore, not only in Singapore, in India also, Kotak Mahindra Bank is using blockchain. ICICI Bank is using blockchain. Yes Bank is using blockchain. आप गूगल करके देखो, आपको आर्टिकल मिल जाएंगे. If you can't find it, ping me on my mobile phone. I'll give you the articles. Okay, so they are being used in India as well. basic in-depth course, what you mentioned, are these courses free or cost? They are chargeable, but a very nominal cost. If you look at these courses available online, they are available. But I feel my course is better. Why? Because it is firstly giving you total hands-on experience. ओके, ज्यादा उसमें बकबक नहीं है, आपको सीधा काम करना है. And second, these courses online, they're charging you 15 to 20,000 rupees. Wherein my course is, I think, somewhere around 800 or 900 bucks. So, we programming Fiesta is not my firm. It is a movement. Okay, the people also who are associated with me, I have not hired them. They are my students. We are working to just spread knowledge. Okay, we want all students to know things practically, and that's all we do. So we don't want to make money out of it, especially not from students, not at all. We don't believe in that. But yeah, you can join us definitely. If you feel that it's not suitable, definitely don't join us. But always remember, कोई भी कोर्स करो, कहीं से भी करो, it should be hands on. Theory का जमाना गया, believe in practical right now. So you have to do practicals, that's all. And on your own. Copy paste वाला practical नहीं चलेगा जो कॉलेज में करते हैं, please. You have to write everything on your own. What about security of blockchain? I have already clarified it. It's very secure. Andhra Pradesh government uses blockchain for C. Here only they are mentioning. They are using, in fact, death registration, land registration, car registration, ये सब चीज के लिए blockchain use हो रहा है. Sir, Bitcoin already uses double hashing. Yes, it does. What are the opportunities of blockchain in electrical sector, and what are the courses relating it? See, you need to know first what is blockchain firstly. How do you apply it? And then you can apply it in any sector. You want to apply it in marketing, electrical, commerce, finance, कहीं पे भी apply होगा. If you want a specific thing, Google this. UP government is developing an electrical grid on blockchain. So you can see now there would be a smart contract wherein the electric supply will be balanced automatically. मतलब कोई अलग से किसी बंदे को ऑन ऑफ नहीं करना पड़ेगा. Everything machine will do automatically. Couldn't agree more. People are using the systems. Our vulnerability, then the systems are exactly. Bitcoin gold was attacked 51%. Yeah, so that is Bitcoin gold. That's not the original Bitcoin. It is like a diversion from the Bitcoin. And it was attacked. It was down for a moment. But if you look at this also, the attack did not stay. As soon as the attack was known, everything was reversed. So for example, मैं Bitcoin को attack किया, मैं Bitcoin चोरी किया, but as soon as the world will come to know that boss गड़बड़, all the transactions would be reversed. मेरे पास कुछ नहीं बचने वाला. So the Bitcoin will start all over again. Alright? With Bitcoin, it's never gonna happen because it is such a massive audience supporting it, such a massive computing power, never gonna happen. But Bitcoin Gold, because it had just started off, uska mining power was small. So that's why it got attacked. Disadvantage, but not possible. Now I tell you, uh, if in the future someone develops a different cryptocurrency and it becomes more used, then the previous. How will the people migrate with respect to value of that currency? And can the value depreciate of old currencies? Yes, yes, yes. See, the value basically is dependent on two things. Firstly, how many people are using it. Secondly, how many currencies are there. For example, here I'll show you. So here in this, if you see, I go to the main page. So you can see that Bitcoin is around $10,000. Okay, 9,700 and something. But Ethereum is only 200. Ripple is zero point 0.2. So it depends on the total supply. So if you see, Bitcoin has 18 million, but Ethereum has 110 million. Ripple has 44 billion. So it depends on which two things? It depends on your total supply and it depends on how many people are using it. So if you look at the price of any currency here, you just divide the total market capitalization with the circulating supply. ओके ये दोनों को डिवाइड करोगे आपको एग्जैक्ट ये नंबर आएगा एग्जैक्ट इसमें चार आने का भी मैनिपुलेशन नहीं है स्टॉक मार्केट करोगे ना there is huge manipulation you don't even know what is happening behind the scenes that's why I prefer cryptocurrency market any day over stock market right so that's what this is so from the old currency they can migrate on the new blockchain not a problem at all. The UP government has introduced the blockchain technology to rooftop solar segment, allowing consumers to trade their surplus solar power. See here, one of our friend, Khalil, I guess, if I'm not pronouncing it wrong, I'm sorry. I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing it wrong. So Mr. Khalil has just mentioned the details of the UP government using blockchain. Then what will happen to the previous transactions? They will still be in the system. See, the transactions cannot be deleted. Transactions cannot be deleted on a blockchain. They will still remain. You want to migrate, you want to use the new one, it's totally on you. And Rutik is saying world is becoming one computer. Exactly, exactly. So if you look at Bitcoin, Bitcoin is not one currency or Bitcoin is not one crypto or something. It is a computer. It is a massive supercomputer which everyone together is running. And to attack that, you need a bigger computer. And I don't think you have a bigger computer than the world. So I guess all the doubts of all you guys have been clarified. I feel cryptocurrency is better, but cryptocurrency is very risky. So guys, please beware. I'm not telling you to put any money in any place, right? So again, thank you so much, guys. I really loved you all, the way you all were interacting with me. It was a brilliant session. I hope you all also enjoyed as much as I did. And we would now conclude the session here. So take care, guys, and please stay associated. We'll be coming up with a lot of other sessions in the future.